19. Could he be making a comeback?
Joy, stop. Let's not go there.
Well, it's a very strange story. Mike Austin, who claims his wife has a mutual friend with Luck's wife.
Okay, who's Mike Austin? A guy?
A guy. Released some text on Twitter that seemed to say that Luck is meeting with Jim Irsay. The messages appear to come from Luck's wife, Nicole, who tells her friend Andrew is meeting with Jim around noon. The friend says, Jim who? Then Nicole clarifies that it is Jimmy with the Colts. The message also says that Luck misses football more than anything, and if he does play again, this is the first step.
Oh, my God.
Jim Irsay has commented on it, saying Andrew's retired. He knows we would love to have him back, but only he could ever answer that question deep in his heart and soul. Hey, do I really want to come back and be a quarterback for the Colts again in the NFL?
Oh, don't tease me.
It's easy for us. He knows how much we'd love to have him be our quarterback. I don't really know if we'll see that. I think he's happy. He's raising his daughter. He has a wonderful family. He's a great Colt. He knows he can come back anytime he wants, but at the same time, we respect that he's made his decision.
Okay, I'm not gonna get involved in these discussions. It broke my heart once.
Well, it's a very strange story. If it does end up that these messages are real, I suggest that his wife cut that friend off because she is screenshotting your texts and sending them around, so she cannot be trusted. But
oh my God,
this is kind of interesting.
Kind of.
If it's true, this is wild speculation.
By the way, Brady got out of the AFC at the right time. I got Mahomes, I got Herbert, now I got Luck back.
Well,
get me out of here.
The offensive line is better now. They're in a position to win.
Oh, they're Andrew Luck and the Colts.
He doesn't have to go out there and play with a lacerated kidney.
Hey, Nick Wright, his Super Bowls are over. You start parking yourself at the AFC Championship and get ready to take off back home. If Luck goes to the Colts with that front office and that O-line,
I mean, it could feel a little bit, it's obviously very different, their careers, but, Gronk was just tired. Like, his body was exhausted. Okay. He was beat up. He went through a ton of surgeries and injuries, and he's like, I just need, and I really thought that he was done. But he's playing in the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Listen, every time we retire to spend more time with our families, after about 40 minutes, we're over that. We want to go back and have fun.
We also are spending a lot of time with our families now, more so than we would normally be spending time with our families. We're like sprinkling in and spending more time with our families with also some golf and some book clubs in Andrew Luck's situation. So, look, I can't verify this, but again, sis, that friend's got to go. Not to be trusted. So the Bucs will be the first team to ever play the Super Bowl in their own stadium Sunday. But they are being limited with their home field perks.
Oh, boy.
Since the Super Bowl is technically a neutral field game, the NFL will not allow the Bucs to fire their cannons after touchdowns and big plays like they usually do.
Why not?
Because that's a home field perk.
Oh,
not every stadium has a giant pirate ship in the outfield.
You're not firing them at the players. You're just firing them into the sky.
They'll be allowed to go off during team introductions and if the Bucs win. But other than that, normally during the game, they fire the cannons off whenever there's a big play, whenever there's a touchdown, so the Buccaneers will not be allowed to do that. Well, I mean, this is already going to be a pretty unprecedented. It is going to be an unprecedented Super Bowl, and there's limited capacity. There's going to be a lot of cardboard fan cutouts. It's kind of going to have that. What? It's going to have that Buccaneers home field advantage feel in that they are in their stadium. What? So they're trying to do what they can to limit it.
I used to work in Tampa. What a 12-month stretch for that city.
Yeah.
NHL, a World Series, Super Bowl. It's incredible. And by the way, it all kind of hit it when the Lightning had been good for a couple years, so that didn't shock anybody.
That does kind of happen sometimes, though.
It does.
You saw that in Boston.
Well, in Los Angeles right now.
In L.A. right now.
It just explodes.
Tampa. Yeah.
I was thinking about this, Joy. Remember we did the board on how many great athletes there are in Los Angeles right now. In the history of American sports, there have never been more stars in one city. We just added Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have Goff in the top 12. Now, you got to put Stafford in the top 10. And just think about the city of Los Angeles.
Did we have Herbert in there?
Herbert was like 12.
Okay.
So I think,
because he's moved up. I would argue Herbert is a bigger star right now than Stafford.
We should do that again tomorrow.
There's more intrigue right now because it's like a newer story.
So we had Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey were in it. Now you'd have Matt Stafford. You have Justin Herbert and Joey Bosa. So you had 5 football players. Mookie Betts.
LeBron James,
Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. Paul George was the last person. I think we had
Mike Trout.
We had Mike Trout. We had Mookie Betts. We had Cody Bellinger.
Clayton Kershaw.
Kershaw was like 13, which is insane. The city of Los Angeles right now. I've never seen a city that has like 15 marquee stars in it.
We're the city of stars.
What can we say?
When was the last time you actually walked on the Hollywood Stars?
I think I've done it once in my life.
Really?
I think I was like 4 Heinekens in. I barely remember it. So I may have stumbled on the Hollywood Stars.
It's kind of a different experience when you actually get down there than you may think it is.
Yeah,
but
it's not as slick.
Yeah. So the Nets trio of Kyrie, KD, and Harden got a chance to test themselves against the Clippers in one of the league's best last night. Kyrie had a season-high 39 points. Durant added 28, and Harden had a 23-point triple-double on their way to the 124-120 win. Great game. Really felt like playoff basketball.
All the net games look the same. They're all like 126, 123.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to score a bajillion points. The defense is the question. They were down by 5 in the fourth before Kyrie, KD, and Harden went on a 13-0 scoring spree to snap the Clippers' 3-game winning streak. The Clippers entered with the NBA's best record and had lost for just the second time in 12 games. So the Clippers are quietly playing great. But I'm still off the bandwagon, but they are putting things together. They certainly look great. I thought this was a really good win for the Nets. I know you're still skeptical of the Kyrie situation, and look, they've had some defensive woes over the past couple games for sure. But if they can get the defensive side of the ball tweaked enough, it's still some liability there. I still think they need to make another move.
There's nothing wrong with being wildly entertaining and not winning titles. I mean, the owner may not like it, but I mean, they're a good product.
Oh, I think that if you have Kyrie, KD, and Harden on one team, there's absolutely something wrong with not winning a title. You have to win a title. That's 3 of the top
4 scorers. It's 3 of the top 4 offensive players in the league.
I don't know where you want to rank Kyrie in top players in the league, but it's definitely top 3 of the top 15.
Well, if I said the best offensive players in the league, not the whole game.
Harden and KD.
Harden, KD are probably top 2. LeBron 3. Steph, Luka, and Kyrie.
I mean, 2 of them are in the top 5, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, Damian Lillard's up there.
They need to win a title.
Yeah. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie
Are
News.
sandwiches here yet? I'm very hungry. This past year, Steve Smith coming up. This past year saw many cybersecurity attacks. It's getting worse. You'd think we'd figure it out and solve it, but actually, cybercrime, identity theft, data breaches, network infiltrations, bulk data theft and sale. It's just awful. Ransomware, outbreaks. Right now, if you work remotely, everybody loves working remotely, but that's become a bigger problem. Up to 20% of cybersecurity incidents now are people at home instead of going to work. Every day we put our info out there on the internet. LifeLock finds issues you wouldn't and solves many you couldn't.